All right, check this out. Still a rainy day, and I'm inside tasting some rare fruits that I picked up at H Mart. So today you get a 2-for-1, and the first one I'm gonna do here is called Longan. And so I think a lot of people have heard of lychee. You may have seen rambutans, those little hairy, oblong versions of lychee. This is sort of a cousin or something. It's called Longan. The three of them are all very similar fruits where they have kind of a gelatinous fruit body with a single seed. This one of the three is my favorite. I like all three, but Longan is my favorite. And this will actually grow in San Diego, so I'm growing this now. This is not from my tree, these are imported from Vietnam. So each one of these is a fruit. It's a single berry, and you can open it with a knife or you can just kind of squeeze it and the shell will crack. And then once the shell cracks, you can pull this out and it looks kind of like an alien eyeball. That's what my friend says. So it's got a hard gelatinous exterior. It's kind of like a gummy bear, but with a slight crunch to it. So if you've had lychee, it's really similar to lychee. One thing I like about this, when you eat a lychee sometimes, the sheath on the seed comes off and you get that little bit of woodiness. And on this one, it has a glossy seed, so you never get that seed sheath in your fruit. The flavor, it reminds me of a cantaloupe. It's like when you eat a cantaloupe and it has that kind of floral note to it, very mild tartness, kind of nice sweetness, not overpowering. It's a lot like a cantaloupe with maybe the floral aspects of it 1 or 2 notches up. And then you can see there's the seed. It's almost a little, it's kind of an amorphous sphere, little brown sphere. This is where it attached to the tree on top. So really easy to eat, really delicious. I could eat these all day. This one is from Vietnam. I think it's probably not quite as fresh as the ones I was eating last summer in Hawaii, where they grow it there. Those ones are really cantaloupe, and you put those in your cooler with some sodas and some fruit and some beers or whatever, and you go to the beach and you eat these on the beach. It's really refreshing to eat these cold on a hot day. It's raining outside. Still nice to eat it in my kitchen. I love tropical fruit. So that's a nice one. The second one I'm doing today is jackfruit. I know jackfruit is a pretty popular kind of mainstream fruit. So if you braise it for a long time, it has a lot of fibers and you can shred it. And so it's a big thing in the vegan community where they'll make pulled pork, but out of jackfruit. So they just cook it for a while and they put barbecue sauce. It's a big, kind of larger than a basketball sized fruit with a kind of hard rind with spikes all over it. Inside are these fruit segments. Each has a big giant seed. So this one's been cut. So these seeds are cut. So there's a seed and then there's kind of a sheath for the seed. Whoa! And then you can get in there and then that's the bit you want to eat. So I've been kind of hacking at this one. It's been in my fridge for a couple days. It's starting to get a little fermenty. But I hacked into the inside and what I have are these segments of fruit. And these ones are not fermenty, so these are the ones I'm going to try. Again, I've eaten this before. I ate it in Thailand in 2003. And when I first met my wife, she had bought one at the Asian market, and that was like 2005. So I haven't tried this since 2005. Oh, it's got an interesting smell. I don't know what that is. Really interesting smell. Okay, you're gonna think I'm crazy. The flavor is kind of also cantaloupe to me. Maybe I'm having a stroke and everything tastes like cantaloupe. I'm not sure what's going on, but again, it has that kind of very little tartness, very even sweetness. It's not very, very sweet. It's just kind of sweet and a really floral nature to it. It's a lot like cantaloupe. Whoa. It's jumping out of my hands. The texture is kind of like somewhere between an apple and a melon. So it's got a little crunch, it's got a little spring to it. It's nice. I don't know if I'd want to eat this every day, but it's nice to try. I can't imagine it as pulled pork. Anyway, that's it for the rare fruits today. 2 for 1, 2 cantaloupe fruits. Do you guys like rare fruits? Am I eating these wrong? Are there ones you want to see me try? Maybe I'll do a durian. I'm not sure, but I like this series. I'm making this series mainly for me because I love rare fruits. But if you have something you want to see in rare fruits, let me know. If you think I'm eating these wrong or picking them wrong or getting them in the wrong place, if you know a good place for rare fruits, drop it in the comments. Help me out here. I love rare fruits. I love to eat. I love to try things I've never tried before. So I think that's going to do it for this one. I'm going to end with the Longan. Yeah, I'm not in love with the jackfruit. It's not bad. It's just a little funky to me. Longans I could eat all day. All right, guys. Well, if you're still here, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one, and stay dry.